Friday, 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 Friday. It's gonna be a hot one today, but it's breezy right now. It's cold. It's breezy and cold right now. Cool, not cold. I guess cold would be like cold, but it's cool. I've came to the realization that, so yeah, let's talk about how much money I made yesterday, which was a high-end day for me. Woo! I'm gonna be rich one day. Yeah, I'm gonna remove these 2 tables and this table that was outside for $250. I picked up a fish tank for $150. So automatically I got 4 bones, right? Then I picked up a mattress and a box spring for $100. I made $500 and a refrigerator, $545. Not so bad. Not so bad for a quick and efficient day. I think so, that's what you call it. Good morning. And I thought it was a good day. $500, not so bad, not so shabby. Whoa, you know? Last week I had 2 $1,000 days. That was awesome. And this week, none. Kind of disturbing. But I did notice something out there in the market, guys. Wally Khan, what's up? Good morning. Reducio Mountain Mo moving. My boy, Freddie. I did notice something. Customers are becoming leery. They're becoming way more cautious, and I'm going to tell you why. I've noticed these waves of uncircumstances the last few months, which in the last 17 years has never happened, or maybe I didn't notice it and now I'm more leery to look at it. But I've noticed some things in the market that are totally different. For instance, and these are the 2 big ones that really stand out, but there are so many numerous, that now if I look back, I can think of them. I went and did an eviction the other day, an estimate for an eviction. I couldn't get in the house at all. But I looked through the windows and it was a hellhole in there. It was just bad. And there was nobody in it, and the eviction was going to be set for Tuesday of the next week. I think it was like Friday. And I said, well, let me go by the look. And this lady who was on a fixed income, she said, well, if you can give me some kind of estimate, I really, really, really need to know. I haven't called anybody. Oh, get this. This relates to what happened to me yesterday. She said, I said, ma'am, let me go by. I'll give you an estimate. I can't tell you anything over the phone. And I'll come back. It wasn't that far from me. So into Saginaw, Texas, I peeked through the windows. They left 2 of the windows open, one in the backyard and one in the front. I looked in there. Man, they messed up this lady's house. They left a lot of stuff scattered everywhere. I gave her a good price. I did. I gave her a price of $2,500. It wasn't that much stuff. A few pieces of big furniture, but a lot of scattered stuff. It was a 2-bedroom home in Saginaw. Saginaw's not a big city anyway. I said $2,500. She's told me, and I thought, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to hit a lick with this old lady, you know? I felt so bad for her. She goes, oh my gosh. I come back and tell her what I would think I could do it for, $2,500, with $3,000 just being way too much. And she said, oh my gosh, I don't have that kind of money right now. I'm better off letting it sit. And when I get a few months under me, she can pay and call me back. And I said, I totally understand. She goes, it's just, we're not doing good right now. My husband passed away 3 years ago. You know, his Social Security still comes in, or his that check that comes in, because he was in the military. So anyway, I was like, okay, no problem, man. She'd rather have the house sit than fix it. Makes a good point. Makes a good point. She didn't get any more estimates. I gave her the lowest estimate I could give her for this eviction. And then, oh, get this. She was telling me that she didn't even have the money to get the sheriffs out there. That was pretty bad. And I was like, oh man, this is a bad situation for everyone. Yeah, the sheriff's gonna run almost $300. Get 2 sheriffs out there. You know, I just noticed, good morning, Chicago's. You can scrap the refrigerator and get a few pennies extra. Shit, I got a lot of pennies at my place in Fort Worth. So she was being more cautious. Man, but people are being cautious everywhere. Yesterday, oh, get this. I went to do a mattress and a box spring yesterday. That's it. Just one mattress and one box spring. I showed up to the lady's house. Believe it or not, this was a cake job. I recorded it too. I haven't posted it. But the the mattress and box spring were outside, which was 100% awesome. It didn't weigh anything. So I get out there, I remove it, I walk up to the front door, and she opens the door, and she's like, okay, hey. And she says, it's $100, right? And I said, yeah, just $100. She goes, oh, thank God, you were the cheapest. I said, really? She goes, I called 5 other places, and out of all the 5 places, nobody answered the phone except you. I was like, what? He goes, one of them called me back and said they were going to charge $250 for a mattress and a box spring, which, by the way, AKA, were very, very light. This mattress and box spring were like ridiculously light. Like my wife could pick it up and throw it in the back of the car. You know what I mean? I was totally blown away by the fact that she went shopping. She went shopping to try to get people for the cheapest price. In the past, spending $100 or $200 wasn't that bad. But this lady had to get a few bids on a mattress and box spring, which was weird to me. I gave it the best price. I removed it. Of course, it was the easiest money I've ever did. Then I spent like 40 of it on gas. It's crazy. So yesterday I made $500, but I spent 40 on fuel. It sucked. I was just like, when can I? Oh, I'm gonna get soaked here. I was just thinking, when can I save this money? You know? Whew. Whoa. The water did that to me. Let me wipe off the screen. Okay. I have been missing out on a lot of bids lately, a lot of bids. I haven't been getting a lot of them. And I think we talked about this the other day, about me going to do that homeless encampment. I went over and gave a bid, and the owners kind of tricked me, made me take pictures and stuff for them. And then they went out there and put a 40-yard dumpster on the property. And then got their own porters to do the job. Yeah. I can't believe I got seduced like that. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Would you have charged extra for the mattress? No. For a wet mattress? No, not for a wet mattress. Like, are we talking about pee, Wally? What are we talking about, Wally? Are we talking about a mattress with pee? Now, I will tell you this. I removed a blood-stained mattress with blood on it for $500, like a couple of months ago. That was the biggest ripoff in the world. I just couldn't believe it. She had got bids for $1,200 to $2,000 for that mattress. I said, what? I said, ma'am, I'll do it for $500. She's like, I got there. It had a small stain like this, like that big. I just couldn't believe someone would rip off that lady, so I decided to rip her off. Customers are so leery of spending money in these days right now. I've been noticing that. We're a luxury. We are a luxury service. We have such a niche of a market that it is so, you could tell the people that hire us, they're rich. And those rich people, think about this. Rich people, what are they into? What kind of jobs are they into? Okay. I think the most lucrative jobs there are out there are going to be real estate, investments, building homes, land, property. How about this one? Software, anything with the internet, really. Well, what's going on right now is that the interest rate is so high that no investors, nobody's buying houses. Nobody's actually buying and investing in homes, and especially commercial properties, right? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Especially building commercial buildings or spending money on investments. And that's where a lot of people are getting hit on right there. Because those people are the ones that push this economy so hard. Now, I heard the interest rate got lowered a little, but man, It needs to get lowered a lot more for these people to really buy. These investors, you know, the investors make so slim margins in the investments in homes and commercial buildings that at 7% they lose money, but at 4% they make some money. You know, it's crazy. Hey Jeffrey, good morning, brother. So I've been noticing how leery these customers are. I mean, it depends how the big dogs are doing, you know what I mean? And there's this guy, he hasn't left me alone the last few days. He's like, keep on sending me emails. He's a local guy. He goes, Ricardo, I can help you build your business. I can, you know, get you, are you booked up this week already? I can get you booked up this week already. Well, bro, you know, stop telling me you're going to get me booked up. Book me up then. Book me up. Let's see what we can do in this bad economy. Dude, this ain't doing nothing. You know, he charges per job or something like that. I don't know what he does. I didn't listen to his pitch. But I'm thinking with my head, dude, go ahead, do it then. Talk to talk. Do your thing. I'm not going to pay you. Whatever, man. But there's so many small things that we take into, that we disregard in this business that can help us get better jobs. You know what I mean? Like we have to be way more cautious, just like the customer is. I'm going to tell you this right now. You better start lowering your prices. You need to lower your prices to adjust to how the economy is running right now. People 100% are being more leery and more cautious about what they're spending. And you as a business owner, you better start fucking, guys, I don't mean to cuss, but Jesus, yo, we need to start doing something right. We need to start doing something right. Because we are price wrong. We are so price wrong. I know there's people like me and Nick from Junk Guys San Diego. We're cheapskates. We like everything. Our service, our pricing is really cheap. And Nick's already in the market where he's like, I'm the cheapest guy around. And I believe him. What the hell? He bought a $750,000 truck. You crazy. I've set my business at a pricing where it's so cheap, I don't have to adjust my pricing. My pricing's already ready. My pricing's ready for normal economy and a recession economy. And this is the first time that I've ever seen junk removal really just take a hit. Like I said, we're a niche market. We're a luxury market. And at this time, those are the people getting hit right now. The investors, the investments, the real estates, those people. I saw something, I was just looking at something last night. Google got hit with an antitrust law, and they're going to break up Google into little pieces eventually. It's going to take years. But there's going to be more search engines out there. There's going to be more search engines in the US, and they're going to have to share the pot that Google does it. And it's weird because they break up Google will lose some money, but it's bad enough because their market share is down right now. They're marketing. You know, the biggest way that Google makes money is ads, and right now they're low. Their ads are low. Their ad spend, people are spending money buying ads and marketing because people are going broke. People are closing their doors. That's what's going on. People are not being cautious. They're just not spending money. And as a business owner, you have to realize that if your pricing's too high and you're outpricing yourself on some of these services, then someone else is going to beat you. Some crackhead's going to just beat you. I've had so many bids. Oh my God. I want to tell you something about my bids in junk removal. I'm a closer. And I have said this for the last 10 years. I am the best closer out there. I close deals. That's what I'm good at. There is no way that I don't go out there and close deals, dude. I am a perfectionist at closing deals. I know where to find that person niche, where they want me at. I can tell by the people standing there, sitting down, how they fidget, how they move their hair, their face recognition, how they talk, their tone. I notice things like this, and I've always have. Excuse me, guys. And July In July, I missed about 5 bids. I'm 0 for 5. Dude, you put 5 bids in front of me, I'm going to get 4 of them easy all day. I might get all 5. I might buy 5 for 5, but usually I'll get 4. Out of 10 bids, I'll knock out 9 or 8. 8 or 9. I'm not lying. I'm good at what I do. Pricing is my thing. Pricing, these junk removals are my thing. Evictions, foreclosures, anything like that. Especially these hoarder houses. It's such an easy thing for me to price. I read people, man. I read people. And customers are just being way more cautious spending money. It's ridiculous. They are not spending the money like they used to, man. I couldn't believe yesterday when the lady told me that she checked 5 other companies. And why call 5 companies? I called you. I mean, I answered the phone, and I was the only one to answer the phone. The other person said $250, and I said $100, and that's my rate. That's my rate, $100. Okay, I want to get to another story about this. I think it's going to relate really good about how being cautious. Okay. Now, I don't want to get in trouble because she watches my videos. How can I say this story? Okay, so I'm going to just change a few things about the story. That way I don't get plugged on this one. I have a company that I work with, right? They are in retail management. And this company, I've been working with them for 10 years. I'm their go-to guy. Dude, they tell me I drop everything, I'm to leave. If I'm doing another job, I'm like, F this, I go do that job with them. I'm not lying. I don't play around like that. This company's been paying me. They're paying my bills right now. And man, I'm telling you, yesterday, I have to change the days now. About a couple of days ago, they called me. Said, Ricardo, I need you to go to this property. There's some homeless people on the side of the building. Will you go give me a bid on it? I'm like, what? I go, what? You want me to just do the job? She goes, no. The owner, the property management owner wants me to get pricing on it. I'm like, what? Morning. I was pricing. He's never asked that. He goes, yeah, can you just go out there and give me pricing on bid? I even argued with her. I said, what kind of pricing does he want to spend on this? I mean, why is he asking for pricing? He goes, listen, how can I say that? We're bending to make a buck. Something similar like that. And I was like, whoa, property management company barely making any money. And I was blown away by that. And I've been waiting to tell y'all this story until I almost got to the end of my walk. But she said, yeah, right now, people ain't paying bills. So it's kind of tough on us. I just got to get a bid. And I said, well, let me tell you this. I'll go out there. I'll look at it. I'll give you the cheapest rate. And if it's too high, don't call anybody else. She goes, no. I'll call you back. I said, okay, just be sure to call me back because I'm going to give you a price. And if it doesn't settle down with you, we'll talk. But don't be calling anybody. She goes, no, you're first. And I was thinking, I'm first. I mean, she has considered calling somebody else because I'm first. Who's going to be second? Who's going to be third, right? Anyway, here's what happens. I go out there. I look at this place, $600 easy. It's a $600 deal. I mean, that's like low end. I call her back. I give her the price. She goes, okay, let me swing that, see if he swings it. I was like, okay. In the past, guys, just go do it. Bill them $1,000. They don't care. But now they're being so cautious about it. So she called me back. She goes, okay, here's what's wrong with this shopping center, Ricardo. I said, what's going on? She goes, we have porters. Those people that clean up the parking lot. I said, oh. And she goes, and they can do it a little cheaper. What can you do? And I was like, well, where are we at? She said, 400. I said, meet me halfway. Let's do 500. And she was like, okay. There I am. Scheduled for next week to do it. 500, but not even this week. It's like they got to get money to do it, which is crazy to me. They don't have any money. Oh my gosh, dude. I was like worried. I was like, man, are they going to fire me right here? If I give them a wrong price, will our 10-year, 12-year relationship end right now? I was scared, dude. I was not lying. These people pay. These people pay. I'm still thinking about it because this happened a couple of days ago. I'm scheduled to do it next week. I hope they don't look at the bill of $500 and they're like, okay, he's overcharging. He's been overcharging us for years. Yes. Have I been overcharging this company? Yes, for years I have. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I go up, I show up, and I get the job done. Done. You know? What? Look at this guy, Luis Martinez. Who the hell? He says, be scared loser. You're like 45, still being a teenager loser. That's funny. This guy Luis woke up this morning. He's like, I'm gonna be a dick today. You know what I mean? Okay. Silly glasses, big old nose. Oh, Luis is a competitor who's not doing good right now in junk removal. Sorry, Luis. You know what I mean, brother? Sorry. Listen, don't worry about it, Luis. Leave your phone number. I'll call you. And I'll buy your trailer from you, brother, okay? Just no worries about it, man. No worries about it. Yeah, you always got to have somebody. And you know what's weird about it? It's like somebody like Luis. He's one of those companies that get into this business, doesn't make it, and has too many beers. Has too many bills and can't do a business like this. And then comes on a video like this that I'm doing because I'm trying to help us all out, and just becomes a total dick. You know what I mean? Thank you, Luis. Soy loser. Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah. Luis is still living at home. Oh man, he cussed. He said something, and now this message is being held for review. Oh, I don't know what it said. I'm walking. I can't change it. Yeah, commercial clients, Jeffrey. Commercial clients are being very, very cautious, bro. It's incredible how cautious these commercial clients are being, man. I didn't really see it. You know, I didn't think it was going to happen, but it has happened. It has very much happened. Okay, so here's my secondary story for this bad economy and being more cautious. I mentioned earlier that I make $250 at a job. That was one of the first things I mentioned, was a shopping center. And I went to the shopping center and I removed restaurant tables, these huge tables from a restaurant in, what was it, Garland? Was it Garland? Where was I at yesterday? Hold up, Plano. H Mart in Plano. So I'm in there, I'm removing these huge tables at H Mart in Plano. And I get on the phone, I call the lady, I said, ma'am, you mentioned there was 3 tables, but there's a small table on the end inside the restaurant. I did a good video about that, by the way. And she goes, okay, Ricardo, can you get that? I was like, yeah, no problem. She goes, oh, and I said, what's frustrating? She goes, these restaurants are closing left and right. I said, really? She goes, we've lost, are you ready? This shopping center, and this is a Korean neighborhood. And let me tell you about Koreans, okay? Let me tell you about Asian people entirely, because I know these kind of people. And, you know, I guess people are going to rag me out about this. And that's cool, because I'm very controversial anyway, I guess. But I'm going to be honest. Asians are good with math. Asians are some of the smartest people. They don't play around. They know their math. They know their English. That's why 99.9% they're winning math competitions. That's why they're engineers. They're very smart individuals. They concentrate on what they do, and they're good at it. This restaurant, this shopping center is huge. It's a huge ass shop. Covers like 2 city blocks, right? They have about 8 restaurants in this. They do Korean barbecue, Korean, you sit down, they cook it in front of you, a sushi place, a crab place. They have a bakery, a Chinese bakery, totally different than a Mexican bakery, which is awesome. I go over there and I talk to the lady. It's a very popping shopping center. And she says, we've had 3 restaurants closed in the last 2 months in our shopping center. And I was like, oh, what? She goes, yeah. And I was like, I was thinking in my head, holy cow. For a shopping center to not be making that much money and have small margins, having 1 restaurant leave is dreadful. But having 3 leave, that is the worst. You know what I mean? That is the worst. It is so hard for me to realize, and I didn't even notice, but in the last 3 months, I have been moving furniture out of that place, not thinking that these restaurants are closing left and right. And now that I think about it, as I kind of research and think in my head, you know, my own dumb database, is that how many restaurants have I done in the last few months, in the last 3 months, that have closed down? And I have done a lot. I've done like 6 of them. And I'm thinking in my head, how many have I done in the last year? And I'm thinking, man, I can't remember the last time I did so many restaurants, or maybe just didn't take account for all the restaurants that I've done, you know? And it's weird to me that so many restaurants are closing, man. People are being cautious, man. People are being cautious. We got to watch out, guys. That's why I wanted to do this video with my big nose. Jeffrey says, I have realtors asking to include junk removal payments with the sale of the home at closing because the clients aren't able to pay. I've seen that. I have seen that, Jeffrey. Oh my God, Jeffrey, that I have seen that. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I have seen that. Someone asked me about that. If that after I do this eviction, if they could pay me once the house is sold. And I was like, what? I was like, no, I don't deal like that. I don't do that kind of business. Yeah, no shit, right? The jewelry owner. Yeah, it's weird how the business is turning like that. The new owner. Whew. I'm done with I only did 2 miles today. Last night I did 2 miles with my wife. So it's 4 miles in one day. Not bad. I'm knocking about 4 miles in one day. Now this stud out here, he's running the whole time. He's done like 8 miles the whole time. Yeah. All right, guys, it is the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm usually busy on Fridays. I only have 1 trampoline removal today in Garland, Texas. I'm going to go knock that out. As soon as I'm done with my workout at the gym right now, I'm going to go work out. I got back today, so I'm going to do my back. Don't forget, I did hurt my back. I'm kind of contemplating. Here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 back exercises, really light. And then, oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Yes, sir. I'm going to do 2 back exercises, really light. And then I'm going to go do some arms, you know what I mean? Just to let y'all know, me and my wife, we're going to dancing this weekend. I'm going to show her all my new moves that I got from country. We're going to go do some salsa dancing, and we're going country dancing. She doesn't know yet, so don't tell her. And I bought her this really nice dress yesterday, really sexy looking dress. She's sexy as hell. Anyway, so we're looking to have a good time this weekend. Not spend a lot of money, just have a good time. And then I went off and got us a hotel in Dallas. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? Thank you, sir. Thank you, Patrick. Y'all have a good one, guys.